Hi everyone, how are you? Welcome to the Etiquette and Protocol channel. I'm Juliana Santiago, and in this video we'll discuss handbags. Even though this is a video about handbags, I'm not here to show off handbags. I'm not here to tell you what kind of handbag you should have. Instead, I'm going to teach you how you should use your handbag. I'm going to talk a little about handbag etiquette, that's right. You know, when you arrive somewhere or at a restaurant and you're not really sure where you should put your handbag, how to carry it, what kind of handbag to use, or what kind of occasion it's for. So I'm also going to show you a little about good manners when using your handbag, how you should carry it in a crowded place, how you should hold your backpack, how to carry your backpack. Anyway, lots of important content that I share daily on Instagram, Etiquette and Protocol. In fact, if you don't follow me there, I always get these kinds of questions. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram, and now you'll be up to date on how to use your handbag according to etiquette rules and also in a much more elegant way. In this video, I brought some handbag styles that are the most common ones we find in our wardrobes. But you don't necessarily need to have all these styles, so this is just to illustrate the types and shapes. The first style I brought here is the backpack. This backpack style isn't too big, but it's not very small either. The backpack is really made for us to wear on our backs, right? And whether you're an adult, a child, or a teenager, no matter your age, we're going to use this type of backpack here. We also often wear it on just one side, even to create a certain style. But what's important for you to notice is that when you're using your backpack and there are a lot of people in a crowded place, like when you're going through public transportation, the subway or the bus, we tend to put on our backpack and end up bumping into everyone, hitting people with our backpack as we go by. So that's really bad. It's disrespectful to other people. Let's also say that it's not the most elegant way to wear your backpack. First, it affects everyone by getting in their way and can even end up hurting others. So when you have your backpack in a very crowded place, or a bag, it could be a very big bag too, in a very crowded place, it's not enough to just put it to the side and walk through. The ideal thing is to actually hold your backpack or your big bag in front of you so you can move around in a crowded place. If you take your backpack to a restaurant, the ideal thing is to put it on the chair next to you. If it's a very big backpack or if there's no space, you can put it on the floor. When you put it on the floor, you need to place it in a way that won't get in the way of people walking by. Nowadays, in some restaurants, here in Brazil, it's not very common, but I've seen it in some restaurants abroad, in photos and images. There are restaurants that provide baskets for you to put your backpack in, so it doesn't touch the floor. I found that very interesting. Restaurants here could adopt this idea. I think it would be really cool. In fact, if you've ever seen this kind of basket somewhere here in a restaurant in Brazil, or if you've seen it while traveling, comment below because I want to know. I want to know where this little basket can be found. But I'll leave some images here to illustrate for you this idea of having a little basket to put your backpack, your large purse in this case. And for you who enjoy the content here on the Etiquette and Protocol channel, want to have access to more information, want to learn much more, this month there will be a journey, a series of videos where I will teach you everything about etiquette and good manners. So make sure to sign up and participate. Everything will happen through the official Instagram of the school, IEP, which is Etiquette e Protocolo. I hope to see you there. Continuing, we have this bag style, which is the one we wear crossbody. This type of bag is an excellent option. When you go to an event or a place where you want to move around more comfortably, want to connect with people, sometimes want to greet others or have a drink and keep your hands free. So it's an excellent alternative. You can wear it this way or just on one shoulder. It's up to you. But it's a great option when you want to have your hands free to move around at events. Another very common bag style is the one you wear on your shoulder. It's very traditional, a model that's always around for those who love bags. It's a classic style. The way we usually carry this type of bag is really on the shoulder, but many people like to carry it on their arm. So what happens when someone decides to carry the bag on their arm? She forgets to lock her hand. And then The hand ends up kind of loose, but I don't know, it looks strange. It doesn't project good posture. It doesn't convey confidence. So every time you want to hold your purse, remember to lock your hand, okay? Really lock your hand and hold it, because that way naturally you'll already project good posture. It will be more natural. You'll already convey confidence and security, and you'll look much more elegant. This is very common, this kind of posture with your hand loose, especially with bags that don't have a strap. Just like this bag here, which only has this small handle, we carry it and then our hand stays loose like this. So when you hold it, if you're going to put it here in the crook of your arm, lock it in place. Or hold it here on your forearm, position it in the middle of your forearm, because this will also give you good posture and confidence. Always remembering to lock your hand. And these two types of bags, where should you place them when you go to a restaurant? The ideal thing is to put it on the chair next to you. So if you have an empty chair at your table, you place your bag there. You know when there's a little couch or a small ottoman against the wall? Well, you can put it next to you too. There's no restriction. But what if there's no ottoman, if there's no empty chair? Where should you put your purse? Well, I really recommend you have these purse hooks. It's not an expensive item. I actually got mine as a freebie. So it's something easy to find out there that will help you a lot. You can keep it in your wallet in a little bag that's always with you, and you just put it on and hook it to the table. It's very practical. You can fit multiple in one space. You can add your name and your friend's name too if she doesn't have one. But I think it's a very interesting and very practical feature. Juliana, does that mean I can't put my bags on the chair, on the back of the chair? No. The back of the chair is not the most appropriate place. Why? Because it can get in the way of people moving around the restaurant, including customers and even the waiters. So when the waiter is serving food, when he's passing by, when he's carrying a tray, that really gets in the way. So when you leave your bag on the back of your chair, you really make it harder for people to move around in the restaurant. When you put it on the hook or on the chair next to you, you make things easier, you help, and you also keep your bag safe. Your bag might get bumped, spilled on, or have food dropped on it, among other possible mishaps. And something interesting, a feature I've seen around as well, is a little chair, a mini chair for your bag. Guys, look how cute this is. Super unusual, really different. I actually found it really interesting. Of course, it's something you'll find in a really fancy restaurant. Imagine having a little stand to put your mini bag on. It's such a treat, right? But it's also very interesting, and I brought it to show you out of curiosity. So, if you go to a restaurant that has a little chair for your bag, don't forget to take a picture and send it to me, because then you'll already know how it works. And finally, we have the clutch, which is a type of bag that we usually use in a social setting or sometimes at a party, at a cocktail, when we don't want to carry too many things, too many items, right? Usually we just want to carry our phone, a lipstick, some money, just a few things. How should you hold this type of bag? Well, the right way is either with both hands in front or at your side. You shouldn't hold it like this under your armpit. First, because it's not hygienic, and second, because it won't give you a posture that shows confidence or elegance. So the right way is always with one of your hands. You can even hold it like this too, showing your nails. There's nothing wrong with that, or hiding your nails and holding the bag this way, or with both hands. What's interesting is that when we use this type of bag, we usually prefer to hold it with our left hand. Why with the left hand? Because usually we use our right hand to greet people, to wave, to gesture better when greeting, so the right hand is free. It's actually a useful tip for you if you want to socialize at cocktail parties or events. Being prepared will make a significant impact. Oh, Juliana, this little purse, where should I hold it? Well, if there isn't a chair next to you, if there isn't a poof for you to put it on, unfortunately you can't use it with a hook, right? Which is a shame. So in this case, you can put it on your lap and then you'll place the cloth napkin over it in restaurants or in more formal situations where a cloth napkin is provided. Unfortunately, you shouldn't put your purse on the table because things like keys, cell phones, and wallets money itself, these items should stay on the table. Ideally, we should leave it on our lap and then place the cloth napkin over it. Now, I want to know which of these tips about using a purse you didn't know about. Go ahead and comment below. If you have other questions, I'd love to know too. Right here on the side, I'll leave a video where I talk about aspects of elegant people, what is truly essential for you to be elegant. I'm sure that if you've made it this far, you'll love watching this video. Remember to subscribe, like the video, and that's it. See you next time. Thanks, and see you soon.